Hi everybody, welcome back. In this video, we're going to cover the one-point perspective system. In a one-point perspective system, the flat side of an object is going to be turned directly facing you. We'll see that as opposed to the two-point perspective system next. All right, so to view a box, for example, in one-point perspective, you're going to hold it with the flat front facing you, and then the two sides will appear to move towards the single point, the vanishing point, in the distance. So let's take a look at some of the vocabulary you've already learned. First of all, horizon line, and remember that's at the level of the observer's eye. Here's the vanishing point in the distance. All right. Here are our objects. Notice that they have horizontal lines, okay, which are true horizontal. They have vertical lines, again, true verticals. And then they have perspective lines. You can see this depth direction here. These lines are in perspective, okay? And they vanish back to the vanishing point. All right, we're calling these perspective guidelines because when you're setting up this box, you would draw all the way from here to the vanishing point, all right, and create a guideline. What does this look like in real life? Well, here's an actual box, all right, and we're looking at it in one-point perspective. The front face of the box is directly pointed towards us. Notice that the back of the box, which you know in real life is actually the same width as the front, it looks narrower from this point of view. So here are some more examples of one-point perspective in photography and in real life. Go ahead and pause the video right here for a second and see if in each of these three examples you can identify the horizon line, the vanishing point, any horizontal lines, vertical lines, and perspective lines. Welcome back. How do you construct a one-point perspective drawing? Well, let's start with a simple one and take you through it step by step. Step 1, draw a horizontal horizon line and then mark a point on that line. That's going to be your vanishing point. I suggest everyone go ahead and pull out a pencil and paper and follow along. Step 2, you're going to draw a rectangle. Right? Make sure that your vertical lines are vertical and your horizontal lines are actually horizontal. All right. You don't want any funny angles or wobbly lines at this point. Step 3, you're going to draw some guidelines or vanishing lines from each of the corners of your rectangle. All right. And if you were doing a more complex shape, that would be from each of the important points or vertices of your shape. All right. And they will converge at the vanishing point. Next, let's draw the depth of your box. You're going to draw another rectangle kind of behind the existing one, using the vanishing lines as coordinates for its corners. Okay. So you should be able to do something like this. Start at this corner and go back a particular distance. We'll talk about how to scale that distance on another day, but for now you're just going to do it by eye. Then using your T-square and triangle, you should be able to take this point directly vertical until you hit this vanishing line, and then go over horizontal until you hit this one, come back down until you hit this line, and come back around to make a perfect rectangle. Right? In perspective drawing, we call these lines orthogonal. Remember that orthogonal means right angles. All right, you've got the outlines of your box. Now, if you want to, you can delete your vanishing lines. Or if you're going to draw a see-through or glass box, or even an open box, one with an open side or front, you can choose which lines to erase or not.